Switching a drug is not like switching shampoo. When you roll out a drug, you're not just competing with the market, you're competing with somebody's routine and also with drug supply. On the personal side with the patient, when they're on a treatment that works, they've built a relationship with that product. They know the device, they know the routine, they've adjusted. Asking them to switch, even to something clinically equivalent, is not a minor inconvenience. A new treatment, maybe a different technique, a different dosing schedule, it requires real investment from the patient and from the clinical team. In a situation where supply runs out, patients are disrupted, patients don't get their drug and would need to switch again. This creates a problem with hospital requiring retraining, patients inconvenience because having to switch to a different regimen, and this leads to a distrust in the company. Is this going to happen again? Are they going to be able to supply me with the medication in the future? And is this going to be a continuing problem? This leads to distrust with the company, and it may lead to actually the patients not switching back to your medication when you do come back into stock. The idea behind planning and strategizing is looking at the bigger picture about the disruption and how it affects patients, and also how we can avoid any disruption that might cause the distrust in the company. So your product might be back to supply, but not necessarily the patients will follow. Building robust plans for continuous supply is important when you understand the patient psyche and the prescriber's reason for prescribing your product. It's important to build this into the strategy of your launch. And if you haven't considered all of these things, I would suggest you follow PharmaGambit.